Okay, hello everyone. I'm back to do another tutorial. This is Sonar 7, and there's a couple little things in here. I don't even know if this is the latest version, but there's things that happen every time in this thing that I struggle with. First of all, I wanted to show you I have this template. So I set up a template, and look, I've just got Vox, 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 Vox. These are all Voxes over here. And then come down, and I've got every other one, my two keyboards that I use, which is the 364 and the Triton. 364 Triton, 364 Triton, and they're all, I just duplicated a whole bunch of them and made this template. So, you know, when I want to play and I want to record something, instead of sitting here, you know, because there's all sorts of, it's hard to set this up, you know, where they come in through and everything. So I just had the two setups there, and I just duplicate them. So then if I want to add another track, I just enable the track, and here's the Triton, and you can see that, you know, that thing happening there. That means that some action is happening, but it'll happen on here too. You know, I could just I just do that because this is, you know, I want to be creative. I don't want to spend my whole day struggling with technology, which is the case here. Another thing with this metronome, it's very counterintuitive trying to set this up. Maybe there's an easier way, but I have to always look. I have a thing. You've got to go to Option, Project, Metronome. Option. And then when you get to Project, there's no indication, like another arrow, that there's going to be anything else there. But so it's Option, Project, Metronome. And then you have all these options here. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to enable it with everything. I'm going to, you know, I want it to come in, and I want to play it during all the recording. And then I'm going to say OK. That should be here somehow. You should be able to right-click in this metronome thing, and I always have to break out this notebook. Like, how do I change that again? And it should just be intuitive. It should just be right there. So if they haven't fixed that, that might be something to think about in future versions. So here it's 120 beats per minute. I already know I want it to be like 115. So this is a problem I run into all the time. So you double-click, and I'm going to go 115. Oops, I'm going to back this up. And say 115.00 and say enter, and then it comes up as 114, and I'm going to see if it'll keep it. Usually it doesn't keep it, and this whole other set of problems come up, and it happens a lot. I'm going to say, okay, let's enable the Triton. I do a count in. No, let's just play something. I'm just hitting a couple notes with my left hand. No, it's probably not going to do it. Usually, there, it just did it. It changed back to 120. And I don't know why, I don't know rhyme or reason why it does that. It doesn't seem to be like any of these things up here at the top are selected. It's very irritating. And every time it's like, oh, how do I change that again? So finally I found out, I've got notes on it. I hit Alt-9. First, I'm going to just delete that little track that we did there. I'm going to hit it all the way back to the beginning. And then you hit Alt-9 on PC. Alt-9. And this thing comes up. Oops, I hit my... Sorry about that. So after you hit Alt-9, this is what it is. And see that little bump there? I'm going to try to zoom in, see if you can really see it. Okay, so I'm going to try to zoom in a little. So, and it says where it's at and everything, but I really don't know why it does that. And it's a constant source of irritation and aggravation for me. I'm going to zoom in a little more. So we see where that bump goes up. That's where that tempo is jumping up. So instead of figuring out, you know, it's such a hassle, up here, you go up to your tools. I'm going to have to zoom out again. Okay, so what you need to do is go up here, and there's these few little tools up here in the top. And 1, 2, 3, it's like a little pencil, and you roll over, it says eraser tool. And then what you do is you click on this eraser tool, and then you come back down. I'm going to zoom in on this line again. You come back down to where that problem is, that jump in tempo, and you just go like that. But see, it just scoots it. But eventually it won't, it'll just pop it back. So it's obviously something's going on in these settings, but there, now it's all clear. So now there will not be a tempo jump. You get rid of that. If you've been struggling for a while to try to get rid of that tempo thing, that's what you got to do. It's Alt-9, takes you to that panel, and then you can just take the eraser tool and scrub away those bumps and keep it all straight and smooth. Okay, little helpful hit in sonar. Till next time.